I had to catch this thought before it went away. So I was sitting there eating me a bowl of my cabbage soup, looking at all the vegetables in there. First, I was just sucking the juice down, and it came into my mind about constipation, chronic constipation. I recall when I went through a phase of no meat at all and no bread, just doing a lot of juices and smoothies. Very minimal bread, should I say. Juices and smoothies and raw or just cooked live foods, cooked foods, vegetables, should I say. And I recall that I was still having to do enemas, and I was still having to do take Casasagadia, um, drink Teas, things to get my bowels moving, And my mind, as I was sitting there eating, my mind said it's bigger than just the herbs. The constipation is way bigger than, what the food that we put inside of our bodies that's supposed to make us go. It's way bigger than that. The constipation for me, what my being told me was, I'm constipated and bagged up because there are still phases, parts of me that I won't allow to come out. And actually, it was a little girl that said that there's still parts of us that you keep shoved down. You keep us hidden. So of course, I'm going to be backed up. I'm not going to be eliminated because there's shit in me, things, beautiful, different aspects of myself that I have been holding on to all of my life. That I have a certain level of shyness, and I am sensitive about I will say I was sensitive about the things that are deep within me that I don't let other people know about because I can feel that they are clueless to what I may allow to let come out of my mouth. So my constipation is because of parts of me that I just keep shoved down and keep suppressing because of my shyness, or it's more so of my shyness, or that's more so really what it is, because at this phase, I don't give a damn what nobody think. But it's because I still have this level of shyness that I'm being worked on about. And lately, I've been doing a lot of outsiding, looking at children, watching them just interact without a care in the world. From, I mean, dancing to singing to just laying out in the grass, just doing whatever comes to their mind without any kind of care at all. So as I was just sitting there thinking about that, and I'm trying to look up metaphysical causes of constipation because I think I read this before, and I was like, yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's been some years ago, but I got away from it, and now I'm thinking about it again. It's like, okay, baby girl, it's time for you to just really pour out everything. So this lines up even with my video that I did the other day about finding out I need extra money for midwifery school. This is about me pulling out all of my talents, just really expressing and exploring this, allowing myself to just express and explore everything that's here, every experience that I can even think about that I want to do. It's about jumping into that, just letting all of this stuff out of me so that my bowels can open up, because I am keeping myself constipated because I will not just let all of this beauty out of me. Crazy. And I mean, I was just sitting there just looking at this soup and sucking it down and drinking the juice, like, wow, okay, so I've did all these things that people say you're to do, and your bowels will get to moving, and bowels still do not move. So this is way deeper than just the food that we put in us. For me, it's way deeper than the foods that I put in me, the things that I think. It's way, way bigger than that. And when I did look this up some years ago, there was there was a very a very good description of the metaphysical cause for constipation, and I resonated with that. So it's probably in an email somewhere tucked away. I resonated with that, and today it just popped up again. This has nothing to do with, it has something to do with your food, but even though I was taking all those herbs and giving my digestive system time to rest and to open up for even longer periods of time than 3 days or 14 days, because I did the raw diet for an extended amount of time with no meat and very, very little bread, and I still was not going to the bathroom. So this is about something inward, something so deeply embedded inward that's keeping me, and it's only me and my creativity. It's my art for me. I don't know what it is for other people, but for me, it's because I'm still suppressing the biggest, most beautiful part of me. I'm keeping that tucked in. So they say you gonna keep me in, we gonna stay in here. And that's epiphanies for me. That's how my epiphanies come about. But allowing life to unfold in its own way. I do allow a life to do unfold in its own way. Letting go means trusting that it is safe to let go. It took me, I've been through different instances in my life from when I first got here up until this age of 39, was some things I did hold on to. So that is another something sticking it inside. I don't want to let it go. I don't want to release it. I don't want to put it to the world. Trusting that life will resolve itself and that we do not have the power in our hands in order for the world to function. It means learning how to play, how to express ourselves freely, and how to be at peace with whatever happens. And I'm at peace with whatever happens, expressing myself freely because of my shyness or the fact that I am sensitive about what I may put out to the world. Those two things have to go. Those are keeping me from pooping and also keeping my extra weight on. I do not eat a whole bunch of food. Y'all know I used chicken was my thing. Chicken and bread was my thing. But here over, this is day 11. Today's the 12th. So day 2 of that, of me with my do it till you lose it. So the desire for that, it's not here right now, should I say. But me expressing myself freely at every creative niche that I have, just in general, that must begin so that I can let everything come out. Just beautiful epiphanies when you just sit down and talk to you and just be in the moment, because I was in the moment with me in that soup. I was really in the moment with me in that soup, and that came up. That came up because I was getting ready to go and buy me some more dietist tea, which I'm still probably am, because I have not pooped in 2 days, and I want to poop. I really want to poop. This also means that I need to express, I need to do something very different that I have not done, to let something out, to say something so I can release. If I'm not even wording saying that the right way, but you get the gist of it. These little bit of epiphanies when we sit and talk to ourselves. Everything has a metaphysical reason. Everything has a metaphysical reason. And some that I read that I was having going on with me, I resonated with. Some I didn't. I'm like, nah, that don't have anything to do with me. Like when my knees would really be hurting, it was because I was refusing to walk forward. I resonated with that. I refused to walk, so my knees were locked in place. They used to hurt real bad. My vision, when I was 11, I started wearing glasses when I was 11. And when I was 11, that was the first time spirit came to get me, to pull me up into the high room, into the high rooms, yeah. Excuse me. And I refused to go because my argument was, and well, if I go with you now, I'm not going to know anybody there, and I'm still going to be lonely. So spirit said, okay, I'm going to chunk you to deuce. My vision got bad after I refused to go and just really help myself. I'm this optimistic person. I am optimistic, even though I be talking a whole bunch of stuff. I am very optimistic. I can feel people's essence. So that's what I look at. That's what I deal with. Even though when people have hurt me, have done things that I said hurt me, my vision got off because it was like my optimism did not really want me to see that I'm dealing with monsters, even though I'm feeling the good side in everyone that I'm dealing with. My vision got so off. My vision even right now is just like blah. It's horrible because I really didn't want to see the world for what it was. And when I looked at metaphysical reason of for having nearsightedness, it was because one of the reasons listed was refusing to see what is actually in front of you. You know, I remember what love feels like. Wherever this home is, it's a feeling of love. I remember what that feels like. And this little girl, this optimistic little girl in me, she has always said that people don't mean the things that they do. They don't mean the things that they do. So don't even look at it that way. And in truth, gotta look at it for what it is. Look at it for what it is. Now I really, really, really fully appreciate all the different shades and characters and of people. So I'm hoping my vision will go ahead and clear up because I see it for what it is. I see it. My life experience has really, really made me see it for what it is. I'll never lose my optimism, but that metaphysical reason that I looked into, yeah, I didn't want to see the world for what it was. I'm still gonna be optimistic. I still feel very connected when I meet certain souls. It is what it is. But yeah, sitting here with myself in the moment. I was in that moment with that soup and that came up. So look up causes, metaphysical reasons for any of your ailments that you have in or yeah, pretty much and see what you come up with.